If you're an entrepreneur, founder, operator, business owner, looking to scale your business, but you lack clarity of the mind, mental clarity, energy, your energy's low, or you feel like you're not inspired and you're kind of just grinding through the work without really unlocking any breakthroughs, what you have to do is schedule intentional business retreats. I just got back from Alaska. It was my first time there. The experience was amazing. I want to go back, specifically around this time in June. The skies were clear, 360-degree view of all the mountain ranges. I got to see Mount Denali. I got to go take tours. I got to drive myself 12 hours down the road to see all the views, stopped by all the experiences, the waterfalls, the hikes, the postcard worthy moments everywhere around me. It was incredible. If you've never been to Alaska, you gotta go. The biggest, there's many takeaways I got from this trip to Alaska, but one of the biggest takeaways that it reminded me of was the importance that my mentor taught me. When I was working with my mentor, every now and then we would go on a business retreat. It's an intentional 3 to 5 day business retreat outside of the work environment. And what he means by the work environment is if you have an office near your hometown, etc., you must venture out 200 to 300 miles away from that comfort zone in order to unlock clarity, in order to work on new ideas, and in order to bring back and execute through breakthroughs, right? Like kind of manufacture breakthroughs. And then from there, run those experiments and execution when you get back to your home office, your hometown, wherever you work at, okay? So when I went to Alaska, I'm in California right now. When I went to Alaska, not only did I receive breakthroughs, new ideas, new concepts, created new frameworks, but I also unlocked more mental clarity. I also unlocked deeper levels of thinking. I also unlocked a new worldwide perspective, right? Worldview perspective, because that's a whole different environment compared to California. I also unlocked different memories. I created new memories, right? Not only just for myself, but with my family. And for me, because this channel is really focused on lifestyle and business, my life is my business and vice versa. Ty, my mentor, he said to live the integrated life. Ever since I worked with him, 2015 to 2017, that's what I learned through osmosis. At least one of the things. I learned many things from working with him and from learning through osmosis. Rubbing elbows and shoulders with the top, right? I got to change and evolve my worldview just through osmosis by working in that environment and being able to really see and also feel exactly how someone who's at the top operates on a daily basis, right? He said this to me. I remember this. This was like a talk to the office, so the whole office. He only said this one time, but I remember it to this day. It was one of the frameworks I use every single day to remind myself that, you know what, with every level comes a different devil, right? When you surpass that next level, there's another challenge, obstacle that you must overcome, but it requires more effort. It requires smarter working. It requires a new level of thinking. It requires a different mindset that you operate from because it's a different level, right? Everything is not free in life. There's always a cost to pay. So what he told me was this. He said, your normal is not my normal. So don't bring me down to your level. Don't bring me down to your normal, right? When you climb the ladder of success, whatever that is for you in your life, there's always a new level that you ascend to. And with that new level comes new obstacles, comes a different perspective on life that you must live by. And not only that, you have to reorder your standards, reorder your perspective, challenge the status quo that is normal from before, from your past self, in order to bridge the gap to your future self. It requires a different version of you. So again, you know, for me, this was a family trip that I took, but because I'm still working, I work from my phone, I work from a laptop, I work anywhere, I have different companies, I'm building the brand, or the brands, you know, I have teams that I got to, receive information in, give orders to, do payroll, all these other things, handle fires. At 3 a.m. in Alaska, I was issuing payroll because there was a holiday. So I needed to issue payroll a day earlier, right? 3 a.m., which is fine because that gave me the opportunity to see the moon. I got to see the moon in Alaska. If you don't know, Alaska, at least during this time, from what I learned, it's 22 hours around the clock. The sun is up, okay? So at that time at 3 a.m., I got a chance to glimpse what the moon looks like. And I have a video of it too. And I got a chance to sit in stillness and just observe like the landscape around me. But that was helping me, you know, create a new perspective in my life. It was helping me attain stillness within and be grateful for nature, be grateful for a different perspective from some place, a location such as Alaska, that is completely different to where I'm at today in California. Okay, so I'm grateful for all those little glimpses and moments that I get to experience, because that's what life's all about. It's about experiences. So going back to, you know, being intentional with scheduling business retreats for yourself, right? If this is what I found to be true, if you just need clarity, if you're working on new ideas, or you want to unlock new ideas, or you want to unlock breakthroughs that's going to help you scale your business, help you get to that next level, help you create new strategies that you didn't think about before because you're still in your comfort zone, your same environment. What you must do, or I would encourage you to do moving forward, is at least once per year, schedule intentional business retreats away from where you work, okay? Away from where you work, at least 200, 300 miles, according to my mentor. And it's been, what, 10 years, basically, since I've been doing this, at least. Every single time, without fail, that I venture outside of my comfort zone, I change my environment, my environmental exposure, not just to location, but to people, to perspective, to mindset, to energy, to all of this. Even getting into different parts of nature, right? Being surrounded with a 360-degree view of mountain range, right? And I'm telling you right now, like, Alaska is so beautiful. But there's other takeaways I got from being there too, such as productivity increase, energy increase, because, you know, the exposure to sunlight, more natural light in general, right? There's a whole, I did this in my AI Zen, and I asked Zen about, like, why am I feeling boosts in energy? Why am I feeling more productivity even though I slept less? Why am I feeling more open to new ideas? Why am I feeling more clarity in the mind? Because of exposure to more sunlight, natural sunlight, all these different things. And, you know, it has a whole entire breakdown that I could probably go over in another video. The whole point, just going back to the main topic of this, because I gotta go, is intentional business retreats. Okay, schedule that out, no matter what. Even if it costs, like, you know, $2,000, $5,000, whatever that is, budget it out, but set forth that motion, so that way you can unlock momentum for you in the future. Okay, schedule out business retreats. That's the biggest takeaway. It was a reminder for myself, especially going to a place such as Alaska. I would encourage you to go in June though. Like, that's the most important time to go, and see what happens. Let me know if you have any questions about that. But freaking crush it, all right? Go after it. Get yourself out of your comfort zone. Schedule those times. And also go with your inner circle, okay? That's the last thing. Go with your inner circle if you can. Go with your partners, your business partners. Go with people who are working on themselves, working on their business, working on their goals and dreams, all right? Surround yourself with people who are next level, okay? They're higher levels. They're working and operating at a different level, different version of themselves that you want to ascend to, or that you want to at least, you know, climb to, right? Because you got to put that work in, you got to put the effort in. But go with other people. If you can't go with other people, go by yourself first. Meet new people, make new friends, make new connections. You'll literally, like, just be out there, you know, go out there, show up. The first part of success is showing up. You got to show up, all right? So with that said, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section or DM me. If you are ready to scale your business, I am now accepting clients, 7 figures to 9 figures. I only take 3 at a time in any calendar year because I really want to establish clarity. My consulting is very high. It's not low level ticket price. It's high level ticket price. So I only work with 7 to 9 figure clientele who can actually afford it, who are serious about scaling their brand, their business, streamlining operations, etc. Just going after that next level, okay? That next level that they want to achieve. All right, make sure you apply. There's my link is inside the description. And the last thing is dominate your path. All right, crush it, make it happen, and I hope you have an amazing day. Let's get it.